Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. And I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps, and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And let's begin by stretching up high to the sky. And then we'll go down to touch our toes. Back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy-toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave. And back down to touch our toes again. And our hands on hips. Let's have a wiggle. Side to side wiggle. Stop. And then wiggle again, side to side. Stop. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, and stop. And next we'll go round and round. Give our spines a nice stretch. Go round and round. Excellent, guys. And then we'll go back the other way. Round and round the other way. And stop. And to finish, we'll do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So in math class recently, we've been doing a lot of work with division problems. So first of all, let's write the division sign on the board. And as we know now, the division sign looks like this. Now guys, we've been doing a particular type of division. Does anybody remember the 4 steps? Excellent, well remembered. We've been doing long division problems. L-O-N-G. D-I-V-I-S-I-O-N. Long division. Now, as I said earlier, there are 4 different steps to doing long division. The first step, we can remember using the letter D. Divide. Excellent. D-I-V-I-D-E. Then once And then the next one, once we've done divide, we have to multiply. U-L-T-I-P-L-Y. Excellent. And step number 3, subtract. U-B-T-R-A-C-T. And then finally, bring down. I-N-G-D-O-W-N. So the 4 letters we have to remember, D, M, S, B. Now, does anybody remember, thinking about family members, what's a good way that we can remember the 4 steps? Dad, mom, sister, brother. So if you're confused or can't remember what order we need to do long division, think of family. Dad, divide. Mom, multiply. Sister, subtract. Brother, bring down. And in our previous math lesson, we began learning how to do division problems involving 2 digits. And to begin today's lesson, we'll have a couple of students come forward and demonstrate how to correctly answer 2-digit division problems using long division. So the first thing we need is a division problem. So what we'll do is we will have 2 digits, 15, and we will say, how many shall we divide? I know, 165. There we go. So now, what number do we have to divide? 165. And the number we have to divide by, 2 digits, 15. So let's say I will select a student to come forward and answer this division problem. I know. Today, Net can be first. So Net, come and join me at the front of class, please. So you can see I've already organized our division problem. Now remember guys, when we're dividing by 2 digits, we can't start with the first digit because we know a 2-digit number will always be bigger than a 1-digit number. So Net, what we can do first, we can just write 0 above the first digit. Excellent. 16 divided by 15. So we have to ask ourselves, how many times will 15 go into 16? And the answer is 1. So what we do is we'll write the answer above our second digit. Excellent. So step 1 is done. Divide. 1 times 15 equals 15. So Net, we can write 15 in here, and we're ready for step number 3. Subtract. 16 minus 15 equals 1. Well done, Net. Okay, so now, step number 4. Bring down. And the number we need to bring down is this one. So if we bring the 5, it makes 15. So what we have to ask ourselves now is go back to the start of the process and do the steps. 15 divided by 15 equals 1. It's the same number, so we know it will go in only once. So we can write 1 here. And then we repeat the process. 1 divided by 15 equals 15. Next we subtract. 15 minus 15 equals 0. And then bring down. But now we've got no more numbers to bring down, and we're at 0. So now we have our answer. We can say 165 divided by 15 equals 11. And that's how we do division by 2-digit numbers using long division. Net, that was excellent. High five, and a big round of applause for Net, please, guys. And what we'll do now is one more example before we move on. So I'll clean the board. So this time, let's think of a slightly bigger number. We'll have 3 digits, 3, 1, 5. Now, how many shall we divide by, guys? 21. Okay, we can use 21. So now we have 315 divided by 21. So let's see who can answer this long division problem for us. And the pen is with Bangpon. So Bangpon, come and join me at the front of class, please. And all we'll do is exactly the same calculations and steps that we did last time. Remembering, never start with the first digit, so we can write 0 above the 3. So 0 can go here to begin, because we're not interested in 3 divided by 21. We cannot. But what we can ask ourselves now, 31 divided by 21. Yes, how many times will 21 go into 31? And the answer is 1. So we can write our answer here. Excellent. And then, step 2, 1 times 21, 21. Step 3, subtract 31 minus 21 equals 10. Excellent. Now we're ready for step 4, bring down. So the number we bring down now is 5. So now we have not 5, what's our number? 105. So what we need to ask ourselves now is how many times will 21 fit into 105? Yes, it can be quite difficult because the second stage of the calculation, when we're dealing with larger numbers, sometimes we need to add. So I will demonstrate how we can do the answer. The answer is correct, 5. But what we can do if we're not sure, 21 is 21. 21 plus 21, 42. Let's add another 21, 63. Another 21, 84. And then one more, 21, 105. So we know now how many times will 21 fit into 105? 5. And now we're ready to bring down. But there's no more numbers. We've reached the end of our calculation. So we can say 315 divided by 21 equals 15. And that's how we answer division problems involving 2 digits with long division. And Pangpon, that was excellent. Very well done, guys. A big round of applause for Pangpon, please, guys. But what we're going to do today is we're going to remain with 2 digits, divisors, but we're going to discuss something else that we've learned previously. Who can tell me what this letter represents when we talk about division? Remainders, yes. Notice the problems that we've been doing so far involving 2 digits have always ended up at 0, which is great. That means no remainders. But there will be times when there are digits left over, and we have to remember how to sort them into remainders. And that's what we're going to do in today's lesson. So I'm going to give a board demonstration of a few division by 2-digit problems that will involve remainders. But first of all, I'll clean the board. Okay, guys, so first of all, I would like 3 digits. 2, 2, 3, 6. And now I need 2 digits to divide by. 25. Okay. So we have 236 divided by 25. So the first thing to do, organize our division table. The larger number always inside and then the number we need to divide by outside. 25. Okay, so we know the first digit is always too small, so we can always put a 0 here. But then we have to ask about the second number, 23 divided by 25. Cannot. Notice this number 23 is smaller than the number we want to divide by. So once again, 0 cannot. So now we have to ask ourselves, how many times does 25 go into 236? Not 0, lots of times. 236 divided by 25. Let's see, okay? So what we can do, 25 plus 25, 50. So let's do another 25. 75. Another 25. Nope. 100. Okay? So how many 25 so far? 1, 2, 3, 4 25s is 100. That means for 200, there will be 8 25s. And we need to get to 236. So far, we have 8. How about one more 25? 225. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have our answer. 9. So now let's follow the steps. Multiply. 9 times 25 equals 225. Now, our next step, subtract. So what we can do, we can ignore the hundreds because they're the same. 36 minus 25. 11. You see? 36 minus 25 equals 11. Now we need to bring down. But we've got no more numbers. So these 11, we don't just ignore, we have to write R 11. So we can say 236 divided by 25 equals 9. Remainder 11. Because 25 will fit in 9 times, but we still have 11 numbers left over. And that's how we do long division of 2-digit divisors with remainders. And let's do one more example, just so our students are even more clear. But first of all, I'll clean the board. And this time we will go with 262 divided by 13 equals. So first thing to do, let's organize. 262. And outside we will put 13. So we know 2 divided by 13 cannot. The first digit, always 0. But now we can ask ourselves, 26 divided by 13. How many times does 13 go into 26? 2. Excellent. So let's write the answer, 2. Next step, 2 times 13. 26. And then, following the steps, now we subtract. 26 minus 26 equals 0. And now we move on to the next stage, we bring down. So let's bring down a 2. And because we're already at zeros, our number is 2. So we simply ask ourselves, how many times will 13 go into number 2? 0. And now we have 2 numbers left over. What do? Do we just ignore? What do we have to do with the 2 left over? Remainders. Remainder 2. Always remember your numbers left over at the end just are 2. Remainder 2. So we can say 262 divided by 13 equals 20. And then remainder 2. And guys, this is how we do long division problems involving 2 digits with remainders. And that was excellent, very well followed and answered. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the board demonstration of how to do 2 division digit problems involving long division with remainders. And it's important to remember that sometimes they can get quite complicated because we're dealing with lots of numbers. So sometimes it's helpful to also do an addition or a multiplication calculation to make sure we're correct. And we're going to do some more work with the flashcards soon. But first of all, guys, let's do our stretch sequence. So stand up and push in our chairs. And we'll begin this one with some rotations. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Excellent, guys. And now we'll do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we'll do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then before we finish, right hand finds our left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Excellent, guys. And to finish, we're going to do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. And now it's time for our flashcard part of the lesson. So teachers, what you need to do in preparation is to print off the flash sheets and then cut each of the division problems into individual strips, fold them and place them into a bowl or tray. And these are all division problems involving 2 digits with remainders. And we'll invite some of our students to come forward and demonstrate how to work them out on the board. So first of all, I would like to invite Prau. Would you like to come and join me at the front of class? And Prau will get first pick at her division problem. Okay, so show it to your friends. So we have 100 divided by 12. So first of all, Prau, what colour would you like? Blue. Blue. Okay. So first thing to do, let's write our division problem on the board. 141 divided by 12. Okay. And the next step is to organize. So we do our division table. The large number inside, 141, and then the divisor outside, 12. So remembering, guys, with 2 digits, we always know 0 will go above the first digit. And then let's ask ourselves, 14 divided by 12, 1. 12 will go into 14 one time. Now, following the steps of long division, 1 times 12 equals 12. 14 minus 12 equals 2. And now we're ready for the next step, which is to bring down. So we bring down the 1, now we have 21. So how many times does 12 go into 21? It goes in 1, 2. Okay? So now 1 times 12 equals 12. Then let's subtract 12 from 21. And it gives our answer of 9. Okay, we're not at zeros. Any more numbers to bring down? What does that mean? Remainders. So now we have 9 numbers left over. We've answered, or Prel has answered, the division problem correctly. So now the numbers left over we group as remainders. And our answer, 11, remainder 9. So we can say 141 divided by 12 equals 11. Remainder 9. And that's how we answer division problems of 2 digits involving long division and remainders. Prel, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Prel, please, guys. So teachers, you can see the activity we're doing in our classroom now. You can pause the video and play on with your own students in your class for around the next 10 to 12 minutes. And remember, choose a different student to answer each problem, but have the entire class practice answering together. And we're going to do some more problems now. But first of all, I'll clean the board. And I would like to invite my second student to come forward, and that is Lakau. Time for Lakau to choose her problem and show it to your friends. Okay, guys, so what do we have now? Upside down. 524 divided by 38. Wow, large numbers. But don't worry, because we know how to answer already. But the big question, Lakau, what colour would you like? Black. Okay, so first thing to do, let's organise. 524 divided by 38. Excellent. So let's organise and do our division table. Large number inside, 524, and a smaller number outside. Okay, so now we're ready. Always the first thing to do with 2-digit divisors, the first digit is too small. So we'll put 0 above the 5. But now, let's ask ourselves, 52 divided by 38 equals 1. It will go in 1 time. So then, step 2, 1 times 38 is 38. Now for a subtraction problem. 52 minus 38. What do we think? 52 minus 38. 14. Perfect. So now we have our answer. We can write 14 here. And then what's after subtraction? We need to bring down. So our next number to bring down is 44. We have 144. So now we're asking ourselves, how many times will 38 fit into 144? And what we can do, we can work it out ourselves. 138 is 38. But how about 2 38s? 76, okay? So far we've got 76. But now, let's do another 38. 76 plus 38. 114. Okay? So now we're at 114. We need to get to 144. Will another 38 fit into 144? No. So our answer is 3 times. 38 will fit into 144 3 times. So we can now write our answer, 3. And then 3 times 38 equals 114. Now, we have to subtract 144 minus 114, or 44 minus 14, equals 30. You see, we didn't have enough for another 38, so that means we've got 30 remainders. So we can write R 30. And we can say 524 divided by 38 equals 13, remainder 30. Lots of remainders because 38 will not fit in another time. Lackout, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Lackout, please, guys. And time for our next one. But first, I'll clean the board. And now it's Nadia's turn. Nadia, come and join me at the front of class. Choose your division problem. Stand here for me. And choose your division problem. And show it to your friends. This time we have 300. Okay, so the first question, Nadia, what colour? Blue for Nadia. Okay. Now we can write our division problem on the board. 356 divided by 27. Excellent. And the first thing to do, organize with a division table. So Nadia can do her division table on the board. Large number inside and a divisor outside. Excellent. So as we always start, 3 is far too small to divide by 27, so 0 can go above the 3. But then, let's ask ourselves, 35 divided by 27 goes in 1 time. And then, step 2, multiply. 1 times 27. Excellent, Nadia. And then 35 minus 27 equals 8. Excellent. And now we're ready to bring down. So the number we bring down, 6. Okay. So now we've got 86. Now we need to work out how many times does 27 fit into 86. Let's see. 127 is 27. Let's have a look at 2 27s. 27 plus 27. Not 52. 54. Okay, so we know we can do 2, but let's see if we can do 3. How about 3 27s? 81. So will 27 fit into 86 3 times? Yes. So we have our answer. We know we can use 3 27s. So we can write 3 here. And then let's follow the steps again. Let's multiply 3 times 27 equals 81. And then subtract 86 minus 81. 5. And let's bring down. But no more numbers to bring down. So what does that mean we need to do? Remainder 5, yes. Excellent. So now we have our answer. 356 divided by 27 equals 13, remainder 5. Nadia, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Nadia, please, guys. And time for our next student. But first, we need a clean board. Now, I would like to invite Dan. Come and join me at the front of class, please. Okay. And please show your division sum to your friends. What do we have, guys? 174 divided by 12. So first of all, Dan, what colour would you like? Black. Black for Dan. The first thing to do, let's write our division sum on the board. 174 divided by 12 equals. So let's see. Now what we'll do is organize. 174 divided by 12. So we know the 1 is far too small. We can write 0 above the 1. But then 17. How many times does 12 go into 17? 1. So we can write 1. And next we multiply. 1 times 12 equals 12. 17 minus 12 equals 5. And then what do we do? Bring down the 4. So now 54. Now we have to work out how many times will 12 go into 54? 4. Let's see. Okay. So we're saying 4. 12 is 12. 12 plus another 12. 24. 3 12s. 4 12s. 48. So do we have room for another 12 in 54? No. So we're right. 12 will go in 4 times. We have our answer. And next we ask ourselves, 4 times 12 equals 48. And then let's subtract 48 from 54. (54) minus 48 equals 6. And now it's time to bring down. But do we have any more numbers to bring down? No. What does that mean we do with 6? Remainder 6. So we can say 174 divided by 12 equals 14, remainder 6. Yes, and that's how we do division problems with long division and remainders. Dan, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Dan, please, guys. And a big round of applause for everybody doing a great job. Now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, make sure every student in your class gets their own worksheet. And on today's worksheet, there are 5 different division problems involving 2 digits. What we're asking our students to do is to show their working and calculate using the long division method. And if there's remainders left over at the problem, don't forget to show them too. But what's the first thing to do, guys? Names on top. Give our students around 10 minutes for this activity because there's 5 different problems. So let go, this one's for you. You're welcome. Bank one for you.
Thank you.
Down for you. You're welcome. Chu, here's yours. Nadia, for you. Okay. Pat, for you. You're welcome, Pak Bung. Annette, for you. You're welcome. So guys, long division, and show your workings. And don't forget, any numbers left over at the end, not to worry, they're just your remainders. And if you need any help, let me know. The first problem, 132 divided by 11. So we know 1 is too small. But then 13, how many times does 11 go into 13? Goes in 1 time. And then 1 times 11 equals 11. 13 minus 11 equals 2. And now it's time to bring down the other 2. So now we're working with 22. And let's ask ourselves, how many times will 11 go into 22? Eleven will go into 22 twice. And then 2 times 11? 22. 22 minus 22 equals 0. Any more numbers to bring down? No. So we have our answer. And no remainders, because once we get to 0, there's no remainders. So our answer, 132 divided by 11 equals 12. Good to see you showing your working out, guys. Long division. It's good, because these problems, they're too big to do in our heads. But I can't do them in my head. I need a calculator. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet where they had to show their working out of each of the 2 division problems involving 2 digits. Some of them with remainders, some of them without. So it's important for our students to remember, always display the remainders if we have numbers left over at the end of the problem. And that's all we've got time for today. So we hope you've enjoyed the lesson and found it interesting too. And we'll see you again soon for the next one. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Bye-bye. See you again next time.